It is on its way to Tokyo. This senile, buck-toothed old mummy. This wrinkled, shriveled up half-human, half-raisin. This prune-eating, deep-fried old hag. This witchy old crone, a pitted prune on a stick. The Nicodemus of the baboon kingdom. A dusty old potato with two buggy eyes. Say hello to a walking human oddity. Say hello to Cologne. This dried-up hag may not look like much, but she is indeed the leader of Shampoo's Chinese Amazon tribe. Even though the last time it was recorded she clocked in at about 300 years old, her vast knowledge extends beyond her years, backed by 5,000 years of Chinese history. She can not only hold her own in basically any type of martial art, but she is particularly skilled in many types of black arts, which can at best be described as otherworldly. Dark magics that conjurers and witches are proficient in. This is Cologne's forte. Just to scratch the surface, this wilted old Sharpay is a master of illusion. With rare Chinese incense, she can bamboozle an opponent to seeing things that aren't there. She is a practitioner of the Amazon splitting cat hairs technique, in which she multiplies into 18 separate illusions which engulf her opponent, creating utter confusion and hiding physical attacks. She has a complete knowledge of all the body's pressure points. She can send an opponent skyward with a simple touch. She is an expert at telekinesis, moving the largest of objects with her mind. Her battle aura is such raw power it emits a glow around her. And then there's the stick. The infernal stick that is Cologne's method of transport and primary weapon. She effortlessly parries anything thrown her way and can strike with lightning velocity. In many ways, the stick is like a third limb, as much a part of her body as the wadded up piece of brown gum she calls a face. She is never without this weapon, making her dangerous 24/7. She may look like a troll doll on acid, but she has an indescribable amount of power in her knotted, wrinkled up chassis, and any altercations with her should be avoided at all costs. After Shampoo's initial defeat at the hands of Ranma Tome, she returned to China in disgrace and had to come face to face with Cologne, her great-grandmother. Angry at Shampoo for breaking ancient Chinese Amazonian law, Cologne, perhaps a little overzealous in her retraining, knocked Shampoo into the cursed spring which changed her into a cat. Yes, it was a setback, but that didn't deter this dynamic duo from resurfacing in Japan, whence their harsh training was completed. Together they opened up a Chinese restaurant, the Neko Hanten, or Cat Cafe, within spitting distance of the Tendo Dojo. Cologne works the kitchen while Shampoo waits tables. And even though she may have a face like George Burns' testicle, she makes a mean pot sticker. Cologne is very protective of her great-granddaughter Shampoo, and does everything in her power to make sure she finds happiness. Mainly, she aids Shampoo in acquiring the one thing she wants out of life, to one day marry the man of her dreams, Ranma Tome. Shampoo tried to get it done on her own, and she botched it up. Now great-grandmother will be looking over her shoulder to make sure she gets it right this time. Although Cologne respects Ranma and loves him like a true son-in-law, she also believes in tough love and puts him through the rigors of Amazon training to prove himself worthy of marrying Shampoo. Of course, Ranma wants no part of this, but a lot of times he has no choice. Take, for example, the Phoenix Pill incident, where Cologne hit a pressure point on Ranma's body, making it impossible for him to endure the hot water he needs to change back to a guy. Another of Cologne's powers, the full-body cat's tongue pressure point. The only cure was for he, or rather she, to take from her possession the antidote. This is just a small example of the hell Ranma has had to endure at the hands of Cologne. She'll build Ranma's character okay, but he better prepare for some hard knocks. Cologne, at the same time, has proven herself invaluable to Ranma and his anything-goes fighting style. She taught him all of his strongest moves, such as the Kachu Tenshin Amaguriken, or chestnuts roasting on an open fire technique, and the Hiryu Shoten Ha, or the Heaven Blast of the Mighty Dragon. These moves have become Ranma's crutch to lean on. They have ended many a battle for him, and are the key to beating tougher opponents. Cologne can be Ranma's toughest enemy, but is also his greatest ally. She's like Mr. Miyagi, only more hideously ugly. Now, would you have ever thought that this dried up, beef jerky looking bird/monkey thing once looked like this? Yes, time can do some awful things to the human body. In her younger days, Cologne was quite the hot mama. Here we see a rare glimpse of Cologne from hundreds of years ago through Happosai's magic mirror. Happosai, who looked just as much like a turd back then as he does now, actually knew Cologne as a young lad, and the two kind of had a little crush on each other. Like a modern-day Ranma and Akane, the two never confronted each other about their true feelings. Cologne felt that Happy was always too busy training to ever have time for her. Of course, fans of the show will know the truth, that having a loving relationship with Happosai is impossible, as he is a womanizing whore. The two parted ways after Happosai's lechery reached a boiling point, and now, almost 300 years later, they have reunited. They are arch rivals in many ways, always putting each other's abilities to the ultimate test, neither having the faintest clue, the link they share in the past. So the question arises, can these two possibly pick up where they left off? Well, if you ask Happosai, hell no, he's gonna catch himself some young tail. He may be a pervert, but even he has standards. What else can we say about Cologne, ancient Chinese tribal leader and hair-lipped devolution of humanity? She may look like a prehistoric platypus fossil in a green muumuu, but she is a Renaissance woman in many ways. She is a martial arts dynamo, whom few can dare challenge. She has seen much history, and owns a plethora of knowledge. Sick motives aside, she is a strong ally for Ranma Saotome to lean on. As a teacher, she can transform a man into a god. But besides all that, what can we say about Cologne? This freeze-dried hunk of mackerel jerky. This chupacabra gargoyle whose face is like a wadded-up dish rag. This stank, wafting, festering pile of dog feces. This hemorrhoidal suck navel. This decrepit old sponge. The burnt cinders of a flaming penguin. This aging carcass of an erysipelas victim. This overcooked, juiceless belly bomber. This roadmap of varicose veins. Someone needs to give her head an enema. Her crow's feet are in dire need of a pedicure. Her face looks like something you use for bait. The only cologne she's wearing is eau de formaldehyde. She got her antique jewelry when it was new. She had front row seats to the Big Bang. In her spare time, she watches uranium-238 undergo half-life decay from start to finish. Locusts actually swim in the air she breathes. She is a living, breathing anal wart. She's the super deformed love child of Beetlejuice and Krang. Her body is long dead and decomposing. Her brain just doesn't know it yet. She has so many liver spots, she actually is a liver spot. Her gaze would turn a Gorgon to stone. What's that? Oh! This has been a Ranmaween character profile. Special thanks go out to Patty6485, Yuki Kiriruko, Ankfam, Sam the Man Cunningham, Cougar Girl 1000, Animate84, Shibby Guy 101, Chocoberry Vanilla, Welcome to My Lives, Treeborn Kettle Girl, Big Mac's Mama, Sailor Fan 1, Animated Fanatic, Sugar Kitty 2008, Kit Katie, Cloud Sheikah, Troa Vidal, and Owen Don 2 for the requests. And an extra special thanks go to Subhav Sharma 1986. If you like WWE production music, check out Subhav Sharma's channel on YouTube.